Hello, welcome to Talking Games. Just finished Lyon 0, West Ham United 3. The Hammers are in the semi-final of the Europa League. Lyon 0, West Ham 3. Semi-final Europa League. We will be taking on Frankfurt in a couple of weeks, but we're here to discuss tonight's game. Gonzo, before we get into it, how you feeling, my man?
Emotional, mate. I'm really emotional, actually. I've got to be honest with you. I was like, I had tears in my eyes, and the second goal, I really did. My son came over unexpectedly. He did. He phoned. He said, "Daddy, it's a football one." I said, "Yeah, you're watching it. Of course." He came over. Oh my goodness, we were high fiving and cuddling and crying, and honestly, the bowl of Haribo went everywhere, and still got eaten off the floor, of course. But I mean, outstanding. And the thing is, how am I feeling? How weird is that to watch a game of that magnitude for a whole second half, knowing that you're going through? Your phone must be red hot. The phone doesn't stop buzzing. People that aren't even, especially for West Ham people, friends, people that aren't even into football, been messaging me saying, "Oh, well done, brilliant." Like I've done anything, but Geo, it's special. I mean, it's really, really special.
One of easily one of the proudest moments of being a West Ham fan. Easily, the emotion attached to this game is undescribable. At 2-0, I was a bit like yourself. I was close to crying. I had tears. I could feel myself building up. It was almost like just to be mad. I was trying to back it off, sitting there like, "Oh yeah, 2-0. This is all right, isn't it?" But really, I'm like gulping and the tears back. You can probably still see it in my eyes right now. Just unbelievable. When Vice scored, I had to wait 5 seconds to make sure it actually went in. I thought, no, this is we can't be 2-0. No. Are we sure? What a night. Honestly, the second half was the most comfortable we've played all season to some extent. But even though the full-time whistle went, I still felt that sense of celebration, even though I knew it was coming for 45 minutes and stuff. But this is incredible. Not that long ago, we were in a relegation battle, qualified for Europa League. We're in the semi-final of the Europa League, 180 minutes away from potentially reaching the final. This is just ridiculous. The best thing about it, it's not fluke. It's merit. We deserve to be here. We've put out Sevilla and we've now put out Lyon. These are two amazing teams as well of European football. What a night tonight as well. If you could script it, you'd probably write something like this. I'll have that player to score and that player to score, please.
It was amazing. It was just amazing. We wanted it so much. We were such a team. It was brilliant. We really took it to we defended manfully. We attacked with real precision. We kept on going on. The performances from some of the players were incredible. I mean, incredible. And pick out, I was even at the end, I was thinking, right, okay, and my notes went. I had 2 notes throughout the game. Normally I got like we got the books. We got the same sort of whatever they are, A5 size books. Normally a match is 2 pages. I wrote 2 lines. 2 lines I wrote. And I know I thought, okay, which players? I mean, unbelievable. So many of them were so good. I'm blown away by that.
They became heroes. They became heroes tonight.
They really did.
In 20, 30, 40 years' time, we will look back and we will tell people that perhaps have never seen them play. We will tell them about Pablo Finaz. We'll tell them about Craig Dawson. We'll tell them about the players from tonight's game because we got to the same event. Hopefully, we can go on further and reach the final, and that will be the story. But they've become heroes tonight. They have become heroes of West Ham United. Not legends. 1 or 2 of them maybe go on and become legends or whatever. But heroes, they certainly are. They're part of West Ham history now. That players that played there tonight, they are now part of West Ham history.
They wanted it more, Gio. I'm telling you, they wanted it more than those Lyon players. So much more, not a little bit. So much more. Such passion, desire, desperation. They really did. And I don't want to spend too much time on Lyon, but how they tried to win that tie as a 2-legged tie, they went about it so much the wrong way. They set the tone that first leg, and we never did. We all the way from the first leg with the 10 men, the battling, determination and desire that we showed throughout that. We were desperate. Basically, the West Ham team wanted to get to the semi-finals more than the Lyon team. Everything else, we'll cut and slice it. We'll discuss it. But that's the real essence of what happened tonight.
Semi-final Europa League, man. This is just ridiculous. This is my favourite moment of doing Hammer Chat. I've done it for 6-7 years now. By far my favourite moment. Right, we'll do the game in a minute. Just quickly, thank you, Callum. $8 says
Callum.
He will do whatever Craig Dawson asked. West Ham asked him. I think a lot of people will tonight. Don't worry. Jordan says, "Come on, you Irish." 180. Thank you. And Take a look gaming. Lads can shout. My mum Vicky, she's in tears. Yes,
hello,
Vicky,
Vicky.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Nothing
enjoy
wrong
it.
with you, tears,
this
darling.
Is what
No, honestly,
this is what it's about. I always say to you, being a football fan is about emotion. It's being emotionally connected to the game and having that memories. Tonight we've got memories, and bloody hell, we've got emotion as well. But let's talk about the game, Will. Let's talk about the game, Gonzo. We scored in the 38th minute, but before we scored, what did you make of the match? Compose yourself, Gio.
Okay. Well, before we compose yourself. What did I think before we scored? Before we scored, I was really pleased about three things. The first one was Antonio was a workaholic, a real workaholic. He was stretching their defence. He was running between the lines. I mean, he was really trying to give us an outlet for the counter-attack. The other thing I was really delighted with was, this is obviously before we scored, was this a Diop. He'd slotted in there. I thought, wow, he is loving this. He was enjoying it as well. You could tell he was enjoying it. And the other thing that I was absolutely, and to be fair, I think this played a bit of a part in me getting choked up for the second goal, was the performance of Ben Johnson. And I don't know him, but I felt like he was my son. Honestly, I felt so proud of. I'm talking about the second goal. I've skipped forward now, but it's hard not to. But the way he was playing, even up then, he looked like a left back. He looked like a seasoned European left back. Do you remember what I said after the first tie against Sevilla about Ben Johnson? I said tremendous performance tonight, Gio. I said he looked like a seasoned European right back. It's sensational. I mean, it really is. And those three in particular, I thought, yes, because I was worried about the defence. But to see Diop play like that and see Johnson play like that, yes, okay, well, the defence is fine now because these guys look like they're our regular defenders. Diop was every bit as good as Zuma, by the way. As good as Zuma would have been if he'd have played. Do you know what I mean? Not slagging off Zuma, far from it. I thought, yeah, and I'll tell you what, Johnson was every bit as good as Cresswell, you know? And then to see Antonio, I was so worried about him for Brentford, that would he have the energy? Oh, I tell you what, he wanted it bad, mate. He wanted it bad. Antonio, what he said in the interviews, he meant it all. He wanted it. He's desperate to be in a semi-final. Loved it, mate. That's what I thought up until the point that we scored.
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a really open game. Actually, it felt like it was the last 20 minutes of a match with it hanging in the balance. So both teams were going for it, real end to end. Both teams looked dangerous. Obviously, Canby hit the post early on. Their crosses, in a weird way, I felt like we were defending their crosses really well, but also when the crosses come in, it caused trouble. So I don't know how that worked, but I thought Diop and Dawson were just heading everything away. I thought they were fantastic. It was a really good game in the first half. You could see we were up for it, but you could see they were up for it. And it always felt that whoever scores first, this is crucial. And I hate saying that because obviously it's important in every single game. But it did just feel that both teams were really going for each other. But Gonzo, in the 38th minute, we got our first goal. Pablo Final's corner. Craig Dawson, Bosh! 1-0.
Oh, mate, if you watch that back, and we will all many times forever, look at Dawson's face as he's running in. Watch it. Watch his face. Oh, mate, honestly, I can't. This is the least analytical review ever, but why not?
Yeah.
His face when he's running, the determination on it. He's desperate. He's busted a gut. He wants to go. He wants to go. He's desperate for the goal in the corner. The delivery was delicious. It was delicious. All right, look. They might analyse that and say maybe someone should have been marking him. Tough. I'll tell you what, the longer that game went on, the more ridiculous Dawson's performance became. I was laughing at the end. Laughed 10, 15 minutes. And my son saying, look, I was laughing. Just Dawson bang. Oi, have it, kick out. Off you go. But the determination to get on the end of that. And we had a lot of corners, mate. A lot of corners. So we were knocking on the door. And again, they got some big players, by the way, Leon. That was quite evident. You know, we sort of marking up, you know, someone, you know, he'll mark Rice and he'll mark Souček. And I thought, to start off with, the aerial battles, they contested them quite well. But it comes down to what I said. We wanted it more. And they got tired of contesting the ball. We didn't. We're still contesting it now, probably. It's probably the ball boys are collecting the balls to put them in the net to take them off. We're probably still trying to grab the ball. Probably Fornals is probably still trying to run around and get a couple of balls and put them in the net. I'll have those, thank you very much. He's probably still warming down. Amazing.
That guy with the flag over in Lyon, Ballon d'Or saying, "Oh, get that hung up in the Louvre on your way out of France, mate."
Yeah.
You drop that in because that is art. When a corner is on point and it goes for Dawson, there's almost no stopping him. He's almost like a bullet train. You get out the way, or you're gonna have to do something. Fantastic corner by Fornals. There wasn't the first one either. There was one before that was on the money as well. Bang, right in at the front post. Nice pace on it. You almost don't need to put pace on the header, but Dawson did. He still just, what a thumping header that was. 1-0 West Ham. But we didn't have to wait too much longer, Gonzo, for it to be 2-0. Wow, I was still celebrating the first one when the second one went in. I was still thinking, here we go. And it was 2-0.
Honestly, I'll tell you what. Sorry, just a few people have said, can we have the Dawson green screen out again, please? Oh, yes, you can. Don't worry about that. We'll get it up in the next couple of days. Second goal, Geo. Sorry, I interrupted then.
It was a good build-up as well. Obviously, the individual strike from Rice is what's going to get the plaudits, but the run from Ben Johnson, and this is what you're referring to about him looking like a seasoned left back. I'm the first to criticise. Well, to be fair, I'm first to criticise his delivery. But a fantastic run by him, really good pick out by Lanzini, good ball, decent enough cross in, headed out, well enough defended, but falls to Declan Rice. Gets a small deflection, but we're not going to bother about that. Fantastic goal. But Gonzo, the celebration as well, you can't ignore the celebration from Declan Rice in this because that was almost just as good as the goal.
Well, I can because I didn't see it because I was celebrating myself with my son. I'm telling you, because I've been pulled like we've got like an L-shaped sofa and it splits in half, and we'd pulled the sofa, like the two-seat bit round right in front of the telly.
Do you know what happened then?
No, I don't know.
Oh, he ran off. He ran off down towards West Ham fans, kissing the badge and pointing to the badge and kissing the badge. And when I say kissed it, he was snogging it.
Lovely.
Oh, no, it was a proper... I'm not saying it was tongues, but it was, not far
close.
Off.
Yeah.
He had more success with that badge than you did on your day after the severe game.
I'm not... It wouldn't have taken much. He could have just had a little chat with a badge and he would have done better than me.
But that was an expression of love from Declan Rice right there. You don't do... That's not a pre-planned celebration like Mikel Antonio had. That was a celebration just in the moment where he scored and he just ran for the fans, celebrating, smooching the badge, pointing at the badge, thumping the badge, everything, absolutely everything. Yes, it was a French kiss. That's exactly what it was. It was a French kiss. We had the French wink last week. They got the French kiss from Declan Rice tonight. But Gonzo, going back to the goal, fantastic strike, but the build-up play from West Ham as well was a lot to be admired in that.
Well, he kept running. He did his stuff. That might have been enough. The way he intercepted the ball. I'm talking about Johnson. The way he drove forward and he gave the ball. That might have been enough. But no, he kept running. The attacking instinct was to keep running. And he got the ball back and the cross was good. That's his weaker foot. Wasn't the only good ball he put over with his weaker foot, by the way, in that game. Yeah, all right. But pressure told. All right, it was a second ball. But we were there. Rice was there in the space for that second ball. There was no one contesting that space. Why? Because they didn't want it as much as we did. This is a recurring theme throughout the game. Rice was there. All right, little deflection, but I felt Rice was trying to keep calm with a shot and keep it low. And that was, I felt at that point, so I felt Rice had been a bit subdued up to that, if we're going to just be realistic for a second. Up to that point, and he just grew. He just grew into the game. Was amazing. Look, one go up was good, but it's still a bit squeaky bum and it's still a bit tired. But I felt that, well, I speak for myself, it gave me the lift and the belief. But it seemed to permeate to the whole team. They seemed to think, okay, right, it's game on. they looked to the manner born. We looked like the team. We looked like the European team. We looked like the irresistible force, and they certainly weren't an immovable object. And everyone lifted, and Souček lifted, and Rice lifted, and it was just amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Because then I felt from that point as well onwards. I mean, everyone had put in a shift, but it was doubled down. Then you saw heroic performances from everyone all the time. It was amazing, really.
Right, we're going to discuss the second half in a minute. If I will do, there's over 1,200 of you watching this live, which is just mental. Can you all drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new around here? Just want to say thank you to Stevie, 899 in Super Chats. What a result, wake me up. Awesome night, can't believe it. Hammers Chat, love you guys. I'm forever blowing bubbles. We're going to win this. Come on, you irons. Scott says, Dawson, 2 million, missing a few zeros there. Gutted, Moyes didn't blood some youngsters. So, God, bloody hell, Scott. I think you can let him off tonight.
There's no gutted tonight, Scott.
You can let him off tonight, Scott. Thank you for the fiver. And Dominic as well. Thank you for your £5. What a night. Great work, as always, Hammers Chat. We do our best. Right, second half comes, Gonzo. 3 minutes. We had to wait 3 minutes. Anyone that I was like you at halftime. I came on, did with the watch along at Charlie laughing sort of thing. I said, I said, we're not losing from here. So we don't concede 2-goal leads. No, we just don't, right? And obviously, some people in the live chat were confident like I, but there was also people that was nervous, said, whoa, hang on. Well, after 3 minutes into the second half, I think even they were like, all right, okay, yeah, fair enough. What a counter-attack. We haven't done that counter-attack for a while. You know, it feels like we used to be really good at it. I think we've almost lost a little bit of our mojo, if you like, for counter-attacking football. But tonight, that was first class.
Oh, honestly, Jesus, what about... Jesus. I just called you Jesus. You can have it. Honestly, you
I was praying to God earlier, mate.
Honestly, Jesus, what about the pass?
The one from Rice or the one from Fornals?
Fornals. Yeah, no, Rice is good. But Fornals, that pass was off the chart. And Bowen...
Do you know what's funny? I think he was passing to Lanzini.
No.
I think the weight on the pass and the curve is all right.
Honestly, Jesus, for goodness sake. All right, listen. And then Bowen, right? He's running through. He's only a week. I thought, he's moved this onto his weaker foot. I didn't know. That's just the way. You know, that's obviously the curve that Fornals had put on the ball. So he was on his right foot. Obviously, clearly, it just scored. Obviously, you know this by now, but whatever was discussed right at halftime by Olympique Lyonnais, whatever tactical plan, I think they made 2 substitutions, all this stuff, bang, you're done. It doesn't matter. Everything that manager just said to them is null and void at this point. All the best laid plans and all the rest of it doesn't matter anymore, I'm afraid, because your 2 substitutions, your tactical plan is now out the window because it's 4-1. And it doesn't matter anymore, right? Because you can let off all the fireworks you want. It doesn't matter. So there you go. I just was in cloud 9, and like I bet everyone's phone was going mad tonight, wasn't it? Let's be perfectly honest with you. So
someone's just reminded me that it's a Good Friday tomorrow. That's not good news for Jesus, is it?
Yes. No, sorry, G. I didn't mean to.
Guess I'm not getting to witness that semi-final after all.
No. But you can be resurrected, my friend. So don't you worry about that.
I certainly had some sort of action going on earlier. That's for sure.
You'll be back for the final.
Something was resurrected earlier watching that game, but it was just. We've scored 3 different goals tonight. Set piece, bam. That's what we're good at. The second one, individual bit of brilliance, but good build up as well. Then the third one, counter-attacking football, which we used to be really strong at. I still think we've got it in us. It's just we've just not scored much counter-attacking goals recently. Bang, 3-0. Like you said, it's game over at that point. Anthony Lyon had plans out the window. The fans started to turn on them at that point, and the fans started to leave at that point. Actually, there's seats appearing everywhere. Everybody knew from there on West Ham were in the semi-final. It was just perfect. The tactics from start to finish was perfect, but from the 50th minute onwards, when we're 3-0 up, then we started to do a little bit of Lyon to Lyon, you know. Oh, look, I've got a sore leg. I'm going to sit on the ground now for a couple of minutes. Dawson never goes down. I know he got a bit of a head knock, right, but when the ball hit him, Premier League on Sunday, that happens. Dawson plays on. But tonight, no, do you know what? I'm going to go down in the box for a little bit and Lyon, if you like. It was fantastic. We Gonzo finished 3-0. I'm racing. What's your thoughts on the game? I think I know them. And before we do individual, no, actually, let's just do individual performers. Let's skip to individual performers now. Myself and Gonzo only pick a couple of each because tomorrow on Patreon we'll be doing our player ratings. What is Patreon? Links in the description below. Patreon.com/Hams Chat. You can support the channel from $3.60 per month and get more content like the player ratings, which will be good. But take your pick, Gonzo. Take a couple, but not your man of match.
Oh, it's so tough. I mean, so impressed with everybody, and
yeah.
So let's just get that right. It's hard not to be incredibly proud of John. I've seen, it's really hard, mate. You've like saying two. We'll have to go through it in the player ratings tomorrow. All right, we will. As I've mentioned, 3 of them already, 4 of them. Antonio was a special performance tonight. Was a special performance. An incredible performance, but he wasn't on his own either. Where is he? Where's me thing? It's gone. Anyway, here he is. Honestly, Geo, area to get. I knew it. I never doubted him. It's amazing. It was an amazing performance from Fornals. It really was. It was incredible. Well, I guess I've basically said the left side, haven't I, there, really, with Johnson and Fornals, which was obviously a big part of our game today. Didn't stop running, didn't stop trying, played some incredible football in amongst it as well. A massive success. I would, towards the, he just grew, and towards the end, I think when there was a little bit when Noble came on, and it was a little bit down the left-hand side, and it's sort of, I think we won a free kick. Noble tried to stop it going out for a throw-in. I just looked at Fornals, and they got a bit shirty with Fornals because they've gone. By that point, Lyon have gone, right? Because that's just, unfortunately, you set a precedent, and they started off in that mindset in the first leg, and you can't shift it once it's gone. And we even in that first leg, we had to battle because we had 10 minutes. As we're still in battle mode, and nothing's going their way, so they're whinging about it and they try and square up to Fornals. And yeah, he's sort of Fornals, and all right, whatever, just sort of jogging back. But he looked like 10 foot tall. He looked like a man that had dominated the game. I looked at him. I felt proud. I felt like everyone's dad tonight, basically. It was amazing. It was amazing.
You're old enough to be everyone's dad, didn't you?
I am old enough to be everyone's dad. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, but brilliant. Honestly.
I almost want to do Ben Johnson, but to stick to 2, Diop, first of all, I thought he was magnificent. You take away the silly booking, and it was a silly booking. I'm not going to lie, 20 minutes in, bam, Diop's in the yellow card. I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, oh my God, man, you've got 70 minutes now. How are you going to play 70 minutes on a yellow card? You now can't tackle for 70 minutes. But he didn't. He played 70 minutes, didn't do anything stupid, didn't do anything rash, defended magnificently. Every time the ball came in, it was bang. It was Diop that was heading it away. At one point, the cross was inch perfect for Dembele. When you see the replay back, Dembele's there, like assuming Diop's not going to get it. You often see the ball come in, the striker doesn't really go for it because he knows the defender's going to. There was none of that from Dembele. He was there ready to head it. But there was Diop smacking it away with his head. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. A couple of times, ball at his feet, he was composed. He just rolled out of defense despite having a bit of pressure on him. I thought that was a real massive, huge performance from Diop. It gives me confidence in Diop while Zuma is out off the back of that, actually. Another one I'm going to talk about is Declan Rice because he's not my man in match. I was going to do Fornals or Rice. You've done Fornals, so I'll speak with Declan Rice. World class tonight. Absolutely world class. In the first leg, I thought he was a bit reserved, a little bit cautious because of the yellow card hanging over his head. Didn't see that chance. I seen him flying into tackles tonight where if he got that wrong, that was a booking. He did not care. He was going to do anything he had to do to get us to win, even if it meant him missing the first leg of the semi-final. I thought he was fully committed. The celebration was a special one as well. Nobody's ever doubted if he loves West Ham, but it's nice to get a reminder now and again and see that emotion from him because it does mean a lot. It's possible to have a desire to move on from the club you're at, but still love the club you're at and respect the club you're at and respect the fans that you're playing for. Because while all this talk is, does he want to go or whatever, he's never handed in a transfer request. He's never publicly said anything about wanting to leave. It's all been paper talking, fans and journalists and whatever put two together. Tonight, even that was not a guy that was playing for the move away. That was a guy playing for West Ham United. That was a guy playing for Mark Noble, playing for David Moyes, playing for the fans, playing for the other 10 on the pitch with him. I thought that was a very inspiring performance from Declan. Fantastic goal as well. But whenever there was a ball come in, they had a corner at the back. It was a pivotal time, maybe around the hour mark, 65 minutes. It wasn't Dembele had a sniff before that. Comes in, Rice wins it, runs down, chases it and stuff. I thought, wow, fantastic performance that was from our skipper tonight. Really, really good. Just quickly, James is putting his 2 super chats. £5 says, Geo, when I win, you win. I love this club. We're massive and anything is possible. West Ham masterclass. Right, Gonzo. Semi-final of the Europa League. Can I get any final words from yourself?
Oh, it's just incredibly special, Geo, because I said to my son, so I'm 48. And so it was 46 years ago, the last one. So when I said earlier, I wasn't talking a load of old crap earlier when we did build up. I said it's like a once in a lifetime thing. I said to my son, you need to enjoy this. He said, mate, go on, I'll have a ticket. We'll have a ticket for the thing. And I said, no, I'm taking your sister. It was just so special, Geo. So really, really special. Very, very emotional. And I don't think many respects, I've not absorbed it all fully. My head's all over the place. My mind's all over the place. I can't quite believe what's happened. I want to go and I want to read the reports. I want to watch the highlights. I want to do all that other stuff actually as well. It's just a special, special night. And do we dare to dream? I almost find myself, I can't do it. Can we win it? Really? Can we? Shall we? Shall I just stop myself from thinking too much? I don't know. It's absolutely crazy. But we deserve this as West Ham fans. And I don't care if we get non-West Ham fans popping on and saying, you're talking entitled crap. Because we've been through a lot. We really have, relegations up and down. And it's been a long, long time. It's a once in a lifetime thing. We got a real chance. And I am so immeasurably, and I do mean that, immeasurably proud of all of those players. It was very hard to pick 2. They're obviously going to pick man of the match now. So many of them, Geo, so many of them. And David Moyes, it's just immense, really. I don't know what.
2 games away from a statue, isn't he?
Gio, after the Sevilla game, I was kissing you. I'll tell you what, I'd like to give him a kiss, quite frankly. I think it's
he doesn't want that, trust me.
Sorry?
He doesn't want that.
He doesn't want that now. Okay, so tonight, someone else I'll give a kiss to, quite frankly, is Craig Dawson. I think he's an amazing... yeah, you can have another Craig Dawson video. You can have you'd be lucky to get away if you only get 4 or 5 between now and the end of the season. There'll be a lot of them coming. I don't really. It's hard. It's sort of our job to sit here and say words about these people. But I'm almost lost for words tonight with some of these players. And Craig Dawson just epitomises the fighting spirit. We displayed skill, and there was a lot on display tonight. But as I will just repeat what I've said numerous times during this video, is we wanted that more, and nobody epitomised that desire and spirit tonight more than Craig Dawson. From the moment he thundered through their defence in a straight line, no bobbing, no weaving, bang, beeline straight for that Bosch. His face, the whole time, his face. It's just determination. If you want to do a meme of determination, use that. Use his face running towards goal. And he didn't stop, and he carried on. I'm pretty sure he broke his nose during the last game. It was bleeding again tonight. He just doesn't stop. He's an absolute machine. And I tell you what David Moyes saw it in him. I think he saw a decent defender, don't get me wrong, but he saw a winner's mentality. Quietly unassuming, an absolute hero, the new Ginger Pele, and he's a proper West Ham, an iconic performance that will be remembered through the ages. And can I just say that I was so thrilled, actually, that this journey has been covered by BT, not because BT are any better than anyone else, but who've had Carlton Cole and Joe Cole in the studio, because when I see them at half time and stuff like that, they are genuinely delighted. Genuinely, and they haven't tried to over compensate BT. I don't know who the lady is who's like asking the questions, the host is, but she doesn't try and temper them and try and make them neutral. And to see them, because it is right, because it's a British broadcaster with two former West Ham players in the pundits' chairs, and it's just so nice to see them rejoice and enjoy it and be sort of uncontrolled. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Dawson, my man of match as well. I'm the first one to sit here and complain when he thumps the ball long when he shouldn't do. There was none of that tonight. I say that Dawson makes one big mistake a game. He usually gets off with it. There was no big mistake tonight. He was perfection from start to finish. Fantastic goal as well. When he did get that ball off the side of his face and he came on with his tampon stuck up his nose. But the thing is, that is Craig Dawson, even with his nose bleeding, even though he probably got his nose broke against Brentford, he went in for that header and got it. He takes the ball in the face. He doesn't care. He's willing to sacrifice his facial features just to stop a shot at the goal. Incredible performance from him tonight. Every time the ball come in, he headed it away. Dembele went to do an overhead kick and he sort of pushed him out the way. He's like, yeah, you're not getting to do that, mate. You can get on that deck kind of thing. Craig Dawson was just unbelievable tonight. And the best thing is when the camera goes on him, he doesn't even look arsed. Do you know what I mean? You're doing fantastic bit of defending, almost shrugging it off. It's just what I do. It wasn't even that good a thing to do, kind of thing. It's like when Areola made that fantastic fingertip save, which we should have talked about. Really good save.
Yeah.
And you get Sue checking out, running up to him. Dawson almost looks at him as if to say, "That's your job, mate." All right, well done, but that's your job. All you've done is a save. Get on with it. I love that about him tonight. He is fantastic, and I think tonight, with myself and probably some other people, he's become a genuine contender for Hammer of the Year tonight after that performance. I think he was sort of third favourite behind Bowen and Rice anyway, but I think performances like that, you can't discard how important and crucial and special that performances is, and sometimes it's worthy enough to jump up in there in that kind of rankings. But as for the game itself, life can be a bit crap. We've all had COVID and stuff and lockdown. And at the minute, this month, energy bills went up. The cost of living's gone up and stuff. It can be a bit bleak for people. Life is difficult. And football's always been an escape. And sometimes it's an unaffordable escape for people. But tonight, it was an escape for West Ham fans. You were able to just forget about what's going on outside, away from the telly, away from West Ham. You were able to enjoy it, get rewarded for your investment of emotion, time and money into this football club. We're in the semi-final of the European competition. This is special. The team we've got is special. The manager and his team that we've got is special. This is a huge moment for the football club, a huge moment for the players. And like I said, near the start of the stream, they became heroes of West Ham United tonight. It doesn't matter what goes on in the competition or what they do for the rest of their West Ham career. They are heroes. We will speak about them 10, 15, 20 years to come when we tell people about the night that we beat Lyon 3-0 in their own patch and set up a semi-final. That's the 11 player. That's the 11. And Gonzo, I'm going to finish it with this. Tonight, 15 minutes to go, 3-0 up. We saw Declan Rice kissing the badge. Winky was sulking. Mark Noble come onto the pitch in a European. He's not got many games left, but Mark Noble can hang up his armband and say, I played in a European quarter-final for West Ham. Hopefully he gets to play in the semi-final as well, but it was just poetic. Seeing him come on was just, every romantic bone in my body, well, not many of them, that bone, it was tingling, but special night, my friend, special night.
And he was thrilled. Just before, we don't get much time before we start doing this, but I did. If I was 30 seconds late, you'll have to excuse me because I did take a moment to watch the players, how they reacted when the final whistle went. And Mark Noble was thrilled, arguably the happiest person there, and it was wonderful. I will try and watch all those scenes again because they are special scenes. And well said, mate. Well said.
Anyway, we're going to bounce now. You can catch us in the morning. We'll be doing a player rating show as well. If you enjoyed this review, drop a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Myself and Gonzo. Catch you in a bit.